In the heart of the Garden County, where the hills meet the sky, we gather in our colours with our heads held high. From Aughrum's sacred ground to the fields where legends play, we carry dreams of glory in the Wicklow way. Wicklow, GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall, with courage and pride we stand as one. In the cave we love, our journey's begun. From earth to football, we'll give our all. Wicklow, GAA will answer call. Though the road has been rocky and the titles are few, we've tasted sweet victories and we've felt the blues. From Bray to Canoe, with every match we fight. Wicklow, GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall, with courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From earth to football, we give our all. Wicklow, GAA will answer call. In the stands we hear the cheering, in our hearts we feel the fire. Together as a family, we'll rise and never tire.
Hello there, you are welcome to the Wicklow GA TV stream of the Arklow Bay Junior C Football Championship final between Donard the Glen and Rathnew. I'm Daniel Kennedy, I'll be taking you through commentary. Rathnew and Donard. Rathnew in red, Donard in white. Gary Dunne will be refereeing from Kilcool. We're going to go through the teams here now in a moment as the players make their way over to the parade point. Start off with Donard. In goal is James Walsh. Number 2 is Aaron Moody. Number 3, Joe White. Number 4, Kevin Osborne. Half-back line is made up of Ronan Kelly, number 5, Dylan White, number 6, and Clifford Grace, number 7. Alan Tutty with number 8 and Niall Curran, number 9, partner each other in midfield. Joe Manifold starts at left or right half forward. Number 10, 11, Ronan Flanagan, and 12, Dean Flynn. The full forward line, it's Aaron Gagan wearing 13, Liam Mullen with 14, and Ray Halloran with 15. We'll go on here to Rathnew. We're aware that there are a few changes, however, not too sure exactly at the moment on what the numbers are, but we'll read out as follows. Scott Doyle is in goals, wearing number 1, Jamie O'Connor, and wearing 2 at right corner back. Sean Jameson is full back, wearing number 3. We've heard that Aidan Ryan will actually be starting. He's down as number 20 in the programme, but apparently be wearing number 7. Eric Doyle, number 4, doesn't start. Half back line is number 5, John Keogh. Centre back is Martin Co-op wearing number 6. And Nicky Murnagh, we were told, will be starting wearing number 19. Whoever there I'm seeing there, number 18 could be starting. Nicky Murnagh's down as number 18 on the programme. The midfield is made up of Charlie Cruz and Ross McMonigal. Dara Lacey, Paul Ellis, and what we think might be Rory Dowling starting at left half forward instead of John Healy wearing number 12. Rory Down, of course, selected at left corner forward. They were number 15. Stephen Byrne, wearing number 13, is in right corner forward. Stephen Cruz, full forward, wearing 14. And possibly James Hunter, wearing number 17, in left corner forward. As I mentioned there, I did see number 18 as part of, well, I suppose the whole panel there is part of it. Or is it not? There's a couple of Rathnew men on the bench. I don't think, though, they're tugged out. So yeah, it looks to be. Let's have a look over there at the parade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we're getting confirmation. I think the team there I called out was correct. I'm still unsure here who number 18 is for them. As Nicky Marna was selected down as number 18. Players making their way across. Just go as far as here, just between the 45 and 65. Do a little bit of a loop around. Dara Byrne, Wicklow linesman here from Ballymanus. Today. Still waiting on confirmation who number 18 will be. Earlier on in the ALS Identify Junior D Football Championship, Aughrim beat Avoca. A scoreline of 2-7 to 9 points. This is the second final here today. We know national anthem before this match, as we had that before the Junior D final. And will be some young Donard supporters making their voices heard here in the open stand side. Look like they're about to run the. Yeah, one kid's got to rush the pitch, it looks like. No, he's just just getting the best view of these players now. I think we may have confirmation over who's starting here now, just in a moment, exactly for Rathnew.
James Hunter's 18.
So, apologies there, James Hunter not wearing 17. James Hunter will be wearing number 18.
Nicky Dowling is wearing 17.
Rory Dowling is wearing 17. He was selected as number 15.
No 15.
No 15 here, starting here today.
Alright,
So I'll read that quickly again here for Rathnew. It's Scott Doyle number 1, Jamie O'Connor number 2, John Jameson number 3. Number 7 is Aidan Ryan. Number 5, he's at right cornerback. John Keogh wearing number 5. Martin Co-op wearing number 6. Nicky Marna number 19. Charlie Cruz number 8. Ross McMonigal number 9. Darrell Lacey 10. Paul Ellis 11. 17 is Rory Dowling. Stephen Byrne 13. 14 Stephen Cruz. And 18 is James Hunter. So Donard though just going 1 to 15. I suppose when you look at these games and the way they've gone, no longer is the players just mark their numbers. A good line of the more sort of traditionalists when it comes to these how these games should be played, when it's just going man for man. Every one in their marker should add to 17, 2 marking 15, 3 marking 14, and so on and so forth. For Rathnew, a number of subs starting. We just have the 2 captains in there for the throw-in. Ryan O'Toole on the programme was down as captain for Rathnew. He's not here. I think going in for the toss there looks to be number 13 there, Stephen Byrne, and Ray Halloran 15 for Donard. So it looks like Rathnew, with that toss, Rathnew will be playing against the Breeze in this first half. They'll be defending the town end goal. Donard with the win this half, defending the West End goal. Number 18 moved inside there. Two corner forward is Rory Dowling. I'm going to have a look to see if I can find any positional switches here or numbers. Nicky Manaz gone into wing forward. John Keogh, Martin Co-op, I can see there in the half back line for Rathnew. Looks like Donard are just going 1 to 15, as God intended. About to get the match up and running. Everyone's where they should be. Ball is showing up and away we go for the Arklow Bay Hotel Junior C Football Championship final. Scramble for possession here. Onto the ball is number 10 for Donard. That was Joe Manifold. He hands it off to Alan Tutty. Alan Tutty gets it inside to number 12, Dean Flynn. Or rather 13, Aaron Gagan. It's back now with Alan Tutty. Going for a great catch there by Dean Flynn to get ahead of number 12 for Rathnew. Not too sure who that might be. In now to Aaron Gagan. Gagan just drops at the vital time. It's kicked away, however. It's going to be a free here for Donard. A chance for the first score of the game. I think, so we're told there number 17 will be Rory Dowling. However, number 12 is out there. So down is John Healy. We're told he wasn't going to be starting. We'll get confirmation in a few moments here. Kicked over the bar. First score of the game there, Liam Mullen gets the scoreboard ticking. Donard up by a point. With the breeze there back, they're going to want to create as many opportunities as they can to score. It's tough out kick into that breeze here today. We'll see now how Scott Doyle fares here with the kick out. The previous match, kick outs from that end were hanging up in the air and barely making it halfway between the 45 and 65 on the town end and on the town end side. Scott Doyle now with kick out. Cap on him there. Sun is shining nicely. Long ball, looking for John Keogh. Scramble for possession now. No one then came to a straight away. I think John Keogh went straight in there and he's won a free. Number 9 there, kicking it for Ross McMonigal. Over to Nicky Murnagh. Nicky Murnagh looking inside for Stephen Byrne, but it just evades him. And Donard have a body there in front of it with Clifford Grace. Grace trying to get a hold of it. Kicks it out of play. It's going to be a 45 here to Rathnew against the wind. So we're just have a man down there in the middle. I think it's Paul Ellis down for Rathnew. So physio just getting a bit of attention here. Physio on for Rathnew. Having a look around. See, number 7 there, Aidan Ryan. There, making up the full back line, Sean Jameson and Jamie O'Connor, the full back line for Rathnew. Paul Ellis looks to be alright. Just needed a bit of attention there for a moment. Taking this 45 for Rathnew was Darrell Lacey. He's a big man. Does he have a big boot to cut through this wind? Darrell Lacey with the 45. It drops short. Scramble for possession now. Out in front of it was Joe Manifold. He goes over, wins a free. Donard trying to get on with things quickly. Impeded in their tracks, but Ronan Flanagan hits it in forward. Looking now, gets it to Ray Halloran. Halloran looks inside for Liam Bullen. Liam Bullen inside the tee. Swings it over. Left boot. Second score of the game for Liam Bullen. Excuse me. 2 points to Donard. No score Rathnew. Scott Doyle now with the second kick, with his second kick out of the game. The ball though just gone into that patch of grass behind the goal. Needs to be a nice bit of work being done over there. Scott Doyle will be taking this free. I suppose for the sake of this, I'm not seeing number 17 on the pitch. However, so for the moment I'll be calling number 12, Rory Dowling. Scott Doyle with the kick out. First kick out did actually reach a decent distance. This one here is looking for John Keogh. He gets a hand to it. Gathers brilliantly. They're moving forward. Here's Martin Co-op. Martin Co-op sets his options. Hits it across. Here's Charlie Cruz. Charlie Cruz evades the challenge of Tutty fairly well. He's got on an advantage. Rathnew have the advantage. John Keogh looks to kick it in. Surely they're going to bring it back to action. No. Man, they're down there. Ronan Kelly holding his face for Donard. Every part of the body blocking the ball here. Not an inch being spared in the opening few minutes of this Arklow Bay Hotel Junior C Football Championship final. Game is only about to go 5 minutes old. Donard lead 2 points to no score. Mine keeping a close eye on Aaron Gagan. Rathnew were on the advantage when that block from Ronan Kelly came in, so they'll be taking the free here. Free now taken by Rory Dowling. He kicks into the man in possession. That's number 18, James Hunter. Sees Nicky Murnagh on the 21. Nicky Murnagh goes low. I think he just hit that. Aaron Moody caught. And his clearance though doesn't find his man. Goes to Ross McMonigal instead. Now back to Nicky Murnagh. Checks inside. Nicky Murnagh floating it in now. Into the square. Well gathered there by James Hunter. Hunter goes for the shot. Gets Rathnew's first score of the game. Cuts the deficit in half. Donard 2 points, Rathnew 1 point. Be first kicked out here now for James Walsh. James inside there for Rathnew. Stephen Cruz is in full forward. That's a long ball. Martin Co-op though gathers. And away come Rathnew up the field. Rory Downing does well there to control that. Long boot in. Looking for James Hunter. Gets a hand to it, however. Donard overturn. It's worked forward now to Joe Manifold. Manifold on the ball. Gets past John Keogh. Manifold up to Ronan Flanagan. Flanagan can't control it first time. Gets it second time. Martin Co-op sends him back a bit. Good defending from his side. However, Donard do work it up now. On the ball is Ronan Kelly, the man who got a ball to the face a few moments ago. Looking all good now. Donard now just assessing their options here. Joe Manifold just working it back to Ronan Flanagan. Flanagan looking at his options. Good ball forward there to Dean Flynn. And on the ball now is Clifford Grace. Paul Ellis putting him under such pressure. Hit in there by Dean Flynn. To no one in particular, however, was on the advantage. Free into Donard. Halfway between or just inside the 65, I think, on the Rathnew half. So with the ball here now, Ronan Flanagan, I suppose a bit of a distance there. Don't think he'll be going for the point. Try to find a man there. Aaron Gagan's made a move, but so too has Ray Halloran. Move into space there. Jamie O'Connor is in hot pursuit. Ray Halloran in possession. Jamie O'Connor getting a hand around him. Ray Halloran cuts inside. Off the right boot. Looks to be dropping. It drops wide. Still 2 points Donard, 1 point Rathnew. Scott Doyle once again now with the kick out. Almost 8.5 minutes gone in Echelon Park. Sun's kind of gone in there now. Behind the cloud on the west side. Scott Doyle. Another kick out. It's actually been faring well so far against the wind. The wind though does seem to have dropped a little bit. Drops under. Rathnew recover possession. On the ball is Aidan Ryan. Aidan Ryan got it forward to Martin Co-op. Co-op now going down the open stand side. Here into the Donard half. Big boot here. Going in on top of Stephen Byrne. Just a Donard man there. That was Aaron Moody. He looked to take a mark there, but however, no defensive mark. It's free in for handing on the ground for Rathnew and a chance to level things up. Nicky Murnagh standing over the ball. Taking a look to be Darragh Lacey. Of course, he took a free earlier on from a fair distance out against the wind. That dropped short. Darragh Lacey just puts the ball on the turf and makes no mistake with the free. Level here in Echelon Park. Donard 2 points, Rathnew 2 points. James Walsh now with a kick out. I'm not seeing any particular runs being made. Well, actually, that's Alan Tully did make a move, however, it's gone down the other side. Hands go up. Who's going to claim possession? It's Niall Curran. Niall Curran gets it in quickly, looking for Liam Mullen. Liam Mullen just kicks it out in front of himself, into space. Charlie Cruz is on his case. Liam Mullen booted in now. Looking for a inside to a Donard man who was seen to be flattened there by Jamie O'Connor. However, Rathnew, play on, says the referee. Rathnew now will break. Nicky Murnagh with the ball. Over to Darragh Lacey. Lacey getting out wide to Charlie Cruz. Cruz back into Nicky Murnagh. Nicky Murnagh with the long ball looking forward. However, I think that's Aaron Moody there. Read that well. Aaron Moody, nice change of pace, bringing it forward. And the ball now is Tutty. Tutty over to Aaron Moody. Moody had Joe Manifield inside. He looks for him, doesn't go to him. Aidan Ryan collects instead. Rathnew with a chance again to break. Ross McMonigal. Kick forward. Looking for the run of Paul Ellis. Just goes out for a line ball to Donard. Clifford Grace hits it back in. In possession is Dylan White. Good turn of pace from Dylan White just to break the line there of Paul Ellis. Dylan White still going. Hits it in forward, looking for Ray Halloran. Halloran there, sells Jamie O'Connor. It's gone into the corner there. So he's going to have to work for a score here, but he does well now to go get around Jamie O'Connor. Ray Halloran fell double hop, free out to Rathnew. Certainly say it. With the free count so far, Rathnew have certainly been favoured so far. Rathnew with the kick out, with the free. Aidan Ryan. Working up now the covered stand side. Rory Dowling. Back there, Charlie Cruz. Cruz was looking for Stephen Byrne, but Clifford Grace read it well. Donard now in possession. Liam Mullen's made a move ahead of Sean Jamieson. Liam Mullen is in possession. Looking for Ray O'Halloran, who's just stolen a mark around Jamie O'Connor. O'Halloran! Ray Halloran gets the first goal of this game. It's Donard 1-2. It's Rathnew 2 points. Ray's movement so far in this match has been brilliant. He's done very well to find little pockets of space. Just stolen a mark to Jamie O'Connor. Possibly, look at the sun is shining down that direction. It is a heavy sun. So there's possibly Jamie O'Connor just lost it in the sun. Scott Doyle now with kick out. Going wide, looking for Charlie Cruz. Cruz has a hand under it. Goes into the hands of Rory Dowling. Dowling goes forward to Martin Co-op. Co-op running onto it. Trying to cut it out there with Dylan White, but Co-op though is in possession. Co-op going forward. Stephen Byrne making a move ahead of him. Co-op just jigs back. Puts the boot through it. James Hunter has a chance for a goal. He puts it over the bar. Just too high. Cuts the deficit to 2 points nonetheless. Donard 1-2, Rathnew 3 points. James Hunter with his first score of the game. James was with the kick out. Just almost 14 minutes gone so far in this first half. John Walsh look to pump this one down the pitch. We can see over on the open stand side, Ronan Flanagan made a move. Ronan Flanagan tracks all the way over Martin Co-op. Just evades him. Liam Mullen was looking for it. Sean Jamieson read it well. And Rathnew now with a chance to break. On the ball is Rory Dowling. Rory Dowling steaming forward. Number 12 there. After him was Dean Flynn, but Rory Dowling got the Boot in, looking for Stephen Cruz. Hand to it there by Joe White. Just took no chances. Out for a 45 to Rathnew. Darrell Lacey more than likely we would have taken this. He took the, it was a 45 earlier on. And he took that drop short. So a chance for Rathnew to bring it back to a 1 point game. Into that breeze seems to be dying down. Donard flag is hanging down. The Rathnew flag though seems to be waving. Seems to be upright down there at the town end. Darrell Lacey with the 45. Couple lads making a bit of a move. But Lacey's going to put his laces through this. It's dropped short again. The hands there of Nicky Murnagh couldn't gather it. On the ball now is Ronan Flanagan. Flanagan just bring it back now into a dangerous area. But did well now as he's found his teammate. That's Joe Manifold on the ball. He shifts the challenge of John Keogh. Ball is kicked forward. Donard with a chance to break. Alan Tuddy. Into Aaron Gagan. Gets it past Aidan Ryan. Aaron Gagan lofts it up, looking for Liam Mullen. He's out ahead of Sean Jameson. He's just at the edge of the arc. Liam Mullen, nice feet from Liam Mullen. He's running through, he's bearing down a goal. Liam Mullen puts it over the bar. Lovely feet from Liam Mullen, if I'm not mistaken. Liam Mullen was a League of Ireland player at one point. Could be totally wrong, Liam. If you're watching this back later on, you can let me know. Scott Doyle now with the kick out. And no one making a particularly obvious run here at the moment. It's going to be pumped downfield for another breaking ball for either team to gather. Scott Doyle with the kick out. Looking for Rory Dowell. He gave a push in the back there to his marker, and Donard have a free. They get on with it quickly. Ronan Flanagan's made a run at the space. Sean Jameson, brilliant punch there by Flanagan. Here's Liam Mullen. Shoot on goal. Wide. Scott Doyle rushing out there, I feel, was enough to put him off. So good goalkeeping from Scott Doyle. Still remains Donard 1-3, Rathnew 3 points. Just a goal in it. That was a fantastic punch there by Dylan Flanagan. Sean Jameson had to commit there in that position. Otherwise, Flanagan did have a free run to goal. Risk you have to take as a fullback. Scott Doyle with the kick out. Going down the covered end stand side. Hand there from Rory Dowling. Breaks to Charlie Cruz. Charlie Cruz over to Darrell Lacey. Lacey, long ball forward, looking for Stephen Byrne. Out in front of him though is Aaron Moody. Moody gets it forward to Alan Tutty. Or Ronan Flanagan, can't tell, can't see the number on the back. Out wide now to Joe Manifold. Manifold, second time of asking catches, gathers. And they're just taking their time with it now. Ronan Kelly recovered well from that ball to the face. Seems to have no bother to him now. Manifold gets past John Keogh. Into Flanagan. Flanagan looking for Liam Mullen, who's also picked up a pocket of space. Sean Jameson got it, touched to him. Liam Mullen firms that. Ball forward now, on the ball is Clifford Grace. Grace is going forward with Grace. He gets it over to Joe Manifold. Manifold back to Aaron Gagan. Aaron Gagan shoots. Aaron Gagan puts it wide. Well wide of the target in the end. Remains Donard 1-3, Rathnew 3 points. Some good interpassing there from Donard in this game so far. It really just a bit of quick turn of pace they have. 1-3, 3 points. Scott Doyle with the kick out. Just almost 18 and a half minutes gone here in Echelon Park. Scott Doyle once again going down the covered stand end side. Caught though by the Donard man. Kicks it forward, looking for Joe Manifold. Just goes over him. John Keogh gathers. Martin Co-op. Charlie Cruz is in a bit of space. He's free. And he's kicking it forward. Bursting on there is Paul Ellis. Paul Ellis back to Charlie Cruz. Charlie Cruz mishandles that, however. Picks up the pieces. Tries to get past Ronan Flanagan. Flanagan does well to hold him up. Nicky Murnagh in possession. Murnagh works it back to Paul Ellis. Ellis running into Ronan Flanagan. Apologies, Ross McMonigal. And he passed it back. He's deemed to have overcarried by Gavin Dunne. And a free to Donard on the halfway. Ronan Flanagan, the man in possession. Joe Manifold. Manifold assessing his options going forward, taking his time. Now a kick forward, looking for Aaron Gagan. Gagan can't get there. Aidan Ryan did enough to put him off, and it breaks for Charlie Cruz. Cruz back to Aidan Ryan. Aidan Ryan over to John Keogh. Joe inside to Nicky Murnagh. Aaron Gagan there leading the press. Rathnew though just working it back to the free man. Here is Aidan Ryan. Ryan still on it. Aidan Ryan just jogging forward. Back inside to Nicky Murnagh. Murnagh with the long ball forward, looking for Jem Hunter. Good hand there from Kevin Osborne. And Donard overturned possession and have a chance to break. Up here to Dylan White. Dylan White running forward. Assessing his options. Lee Mullen's made a move away from Sean Jameson into space. Lee Mullen collects. Lee Mullen now looking for a Ray Halloran. He's ahead of Jamie O'Connor this time. Jamie O'Connor a lot tighter to him this time. Goes out for a line ball to Rathnew. Good defended by Jamie O'Connor. Darragh Lacey in possession. Assessing his options back to Murnagh. Murnagh forward to Charlie Cruz. Cruz looking at what's in front of him. Gets it over to Paul Ellis. Ellis back to Charlie Cruz. On to James McMonigal. I'm not going to get that pronunciation right first time I feel today. Nicky Murnagh with the long ball. Darragh Lacey or Stephen Cruz in possession. Stephen Cruz did nice turn of pace there, but Joe White does well to hold him up, pushing the back there. Shirley, no free, says the referee. And away comes Donard here with Ronan Kelly. Kelly, bit of pace here to get away from his marker there. Stephen Cruz trying to track back, but Ronan Kelly still going forward. Gets inside to Joe Manifold. Manifold back to Ronan Kelly. Kelly with a chance for a goal. Goes for a chip. What a goal! Off the post and in for Donard. Second goal of the game. It's 2-3 to 3 points. 6 points in it. Cheeky finish from Ronan Kelly. Good play from him between himself and Joe Manifold. Feel that ball to the faces. Brought his performance. Well, there was only a few minutes of the game, so couldn't exactly comment on his performance before that. Might have sparked a bit of anger into him. Martin Co-op catches. On Charlie Cruz just a little bit away from him, but Cruz should gather. Cruz back to Co-op. Co-op kicking it long forward. Aaron Moody's there to gather. And Osborne over to Dylan White. Dylan White just taking his time. Charlie Cruz just shadowing him. Or Stephen Cruz just shadowing him. Going forward, Clifford Grace. Darragh Lacey shadowing him. Sends it back a bit. Now it's in the hands of Dylan White. Dylan White, nice turn of pace from Dylan White. He's going to bring it on to the 45 here. John Keogh trying to get there. Handling error there from Dylan White. Allow John Keogh to get a tackle in. However, illegally so. The referee, and it'll be a free here to Donard on the just outside the arc. Can't see exactly who's going over to take this one. Yeah, Liam Mullen's going to be on over to take this. Chance to further push their advantage, push them out to an 8-point lead here in Echelon Park in the Arklow Bay Hotel Junior C Football Championship final. Match is only just 23 minutes old. Still be a big lead. Mullins, free, goes wide. Still remains a 6-point game. Scott Doyle taking off the cap now. With the kick out. Again, as the usual thing, hand up here from Ross McMonigal. However, he goes back down the covered stand side. Charlie Cruz got a hand to it. Breaking forward there is Rory Dowling. No foul, says the referee, and Donard have possession. Alan Tuddy looking for Joe Manifold. In front of that was Aidan Ryan, but Joe Manifold gathers nonetheless. Aaron Gagan, long ball in, looking for Ray Halloran. He's ahead of Jamie O'Connor. Foul Jamie O'Connor, Ray Halloran did, and it's a free out to Rathnew. Jamie O'Connor gets on with things. Now to Ross McMonigal. On forward. And now to John Keogh. John Keogh hits it forward, looking for the run of Paul Ellis. Paul Ellis has it in possession. Ronan Kelly is trying to get back, but Ellis now going to cut inside. Has Stephen Cruz as an option. Foul there. Outside the arc. Think it was just for a bit of afters of a ball kicked forward. Free in to Rathnew. Darrell Lacey making his trot over to get this puppet on the turf. Kick it as hard as he possibly can. He's dropped 2:45 short so far today. This, I suppose, a little bit closer in. Darrell Lacey going through his routine. He has a very just quick stride up to the ball now. Darrell Lacey floats it in, gone well wide of the target. Curl wide, got the height, not the accuracy. John Wallace to take the kick out. See here now, John Walsh. Again, no obvious candidate so far making a run. There's one, Ronan Flanagan. It's going to be kicked down that end. He's got to come shoot to Flanagan. Martin Co-op gets a hand to it. They look to be handling the ball on the ground by Clifford Grace. However, play on. Back now to Clifford Grace. Good kick there by Dean Finn. And Dean Finn now was in a bit of space to run into. Dean Finn kicking it forward. Brilliant track back there from Rory Dowling. I hope to God it is Rory Dowling, so I can get the praise he deserves in that one. Going forward now is Ross McMonigal. Man gone down though for Donard. Looks in all sorts of pain. Good catch there. Well read by Joe White. Just a leg up in the air here. I think is that Niall Curran. That's on the ground. Seeking attention. Must have had a just a pulled hamstring there possibly. Maybe the way he landed outside of that challenge. Mentioned there in the last game between Avoca and Aughrim here today in Echelon Park. So a number of incidences of players needing attention from physios throughout the first half. It was 4 minutes at a time. Not exactly Qatar time as they'd call it back in the 2022 World Cup, but still in a Junior D final, still quite a lot. So we might see a few minutes here today. Good few minutes today here at the end of this half. Number 20 here coming on for Donard is Harry Mangan. He's stripped off and ready to go here whenever Niall Curran can leave the field. As well, is that John Keogh there also getting a bit of attention from the physio. He seems alright. You can see in number 20 warming up for Rathnew as well. I'm not going to take a gamble on who that might be, as Aidan Ryan is actually down as number 20 on our programme. 20 is Harry Mangan. He comes on for Niall Curran. It's warm out there, but I suppose the hard surface. Dean Healy there can't get to that. It's picked up by number 20. The subs came in. Harry Mangan free in though too. Or Joe Manifold, sorry, number 10. Free into Rathnew. Charlie Cruz with the ball. Just got confirmation of that free there over the intercom. Stephen Cruz with the ball. Cruz looking at his options. Back to the brother Charlie. Charlie Cruz kicks it forward. However, good block down there by Ronan Kelly. Not with his face, with his hands this time. However, Rathnew have possession into the hands of Ross McMonigal. McMonigal shoots and puts it over the bar. Donard 2-3, Rathnew 4 points. 5 point game. With just over 1 minute left to go here until the 30-minute mark. Of course, we'll probably hear, I'd say, 2 minutes at the least of injury time. John Walsh with the kick out. Assessing his options. Goes long down the open stand side. Looking for Mangan. Free against Rathnew for pushing it back. Harry Mangan with the kick. Looking for Lee Mullen. Sean Jameson read that well. Came out and gathered, collected. It's up now to Nicky Marna. Nicky Marna just going to take on Joe Manifold. Manifold doing well there just to hold him up. Charlie Cruz now in possession. Pointing into space for Ross McMonigal to run into. Back to Charlie Cruz. Cruz gets it back to Nicky Marna. Nicky Marna. Aaron Gagan is trying to put him under pressure, but Nicky Marna doesn't bother him. Into Jem Hunter. Hunter over the bar. 2, 3 to 5 points. 4 points in it now. James Walsh with the kick out. Waiting for the right ball to come his way. 3 minutes additional time here at the end of this half. Rathnew will fare quite well against this wind, though it's not quite as strong as it was earlier on today. 2 goals conceded, really is a separation. Nicky Marna got his hands to that James Walsh kick out. He's tried to keep in play. I think it was number 11 there. Ronan Flanagan went into the fence. Nicky Marna just helping him back up. And he's in possession. Nicky Marna getting it off Ellis. He's looking for Stephen Byrne, who's made a move into the corner. Stephen Byrne now out in front of Aaron Moody. Stephen Byrne trying to cut inside. Bounces on the ground. Past Aaron Moody. Stephen Byrne kicks it wide. It looks to be... Wonder what referee was. Yes, it's going to be a free here for Rathnew. Halfway between the 65 and 45 in the Donard half. Rory Dowling waiting for it. However, I think I may have heard a different name he'd been called there a moment ago. Dara Lacey popping the ball on the turf. Rather Rory Dowling popping the ball on the turf with Dara Lacey moving behind him. Dowling with the kick. Sets himself back, puts his boot through it. It's going to drop short. Hand there from Nicky Marna or Stephen Cruz. Out comes John Walsh with the ball. On to Ronan Kelly. Kelly now has a bit of pace about him. Charlie Cruz racing backwards to try and stop him. On the ball is Clifford Grace. Grace kicks it forward. Looking for Lee Mullen, who made a good move there ahead of Sean Jameson. Jameson, though, didn't make a meaningful enough move. Lee Mullen there to try and gather it. So Jameson did well, and Rathnew are on the advantage. They go forward looking for Nicky Marna from Charlie Cruz. Tackle there from Dylan White. I think we're going to go back for the free. Lee Mullen just catching the Rathnew player as the ball left the foot. 2, 3 to 5 points. So we're about to move to half time. Still about 35 seconds left to go. Of course, the ball moved up forward from where the foul was committed. From where the ball lands, Nicky Marna standing over it. Dara Lacey, though, looks like he's interested. No, it is going to be Nicky Marna. Run there being made by Rory Dowling. Nicky Marna, though, is going to pop this one into the box or possibly go for a point. It's a good kick. Stephen Cruz at the back post there. Cruz gets a hand to it. Donard, though, Darren Moody, safe hands. Clear their lines. Trying to move forward. Good jink inside there from Clifford Grace. And here's Alan Tutty. Tutty checks it back. Joe Manifold just goes over his head but goes to Ronan Flanagan. Flanagan, quick ball to Joe Manifold. On the advantage there now from that John Keogh challenge. Joe Manifold checks it back to Aaron Gagan. Gagan has to check back. It's going to be a free from back there. Joe is on a yellow card. He's the guilty party in this situation. Doesn't look like he's... Oh no, he is calling him over for a lecture. So Rathnew could be facing the second half down to 14 men. Yeah, second yellow card. John Keogh sent off here right at the end of the first half. Harry Mangan in possession. I think the half-time whistle will come shortly after this kick is taken. He kicks it forward to Joe Manifold. Manifold now in possession. Brings it on to the 45. Manifold handling error there from Alan Tutty. And Rathnew overturn it here with Nicky Marna. Marna kicking forward, looking for Stephen Cruz. Cruz catches. Stephen Cruz evades the challenge of Harry Mangan well. On now for Ross McMonigal. On to Stephen Cruz. Cruz there just checking back inside. Joe Manifold putting under pressure. He gets it forward to Paul Ellis. Paul Ellis gets in front of Dylan, gets the ball in front of Dylan White. White doing well there to hold him up a bit, but still Paul Ellis in possession. But that's a good hand there from Dylan White. Sideline ball to Rathnew. And there's the half-time whistle. So Donard up by 4 points at half-time, 2-3 to 5. A man up now with that John Keogh getting 2 yellow cards for Rathnew. We'll see you back here for the second half in about 10 minutes time in the Arklow Bay Hotel Junior C Football Championship semi-final. I'll get confirmation over who that number 12 is for yourselves at half-time.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
The corner forward gathers it on the 21, but it's stolen by the cornerback. He's picked his pocket there.
It's dropping from the skies. The big man has it again. Oh, he's lording it today.
He's backing himself. He has the distance, but has he the accuracy? It's over the bar. Touchy's out of throw. Touchy's out of Trasta. Him got it. Nobody.
Our GAA. We all belong here, in this place, at this time. We belong not because of who we are or where we come from. Being here means belonging. Belonging means knowing you're part of a community that has a place for all. Where potential is nurtured, where individuals become teams. We honour the legacy of those who went before and strive to build a legacy of their own. Some of us play, some of us used to play, some of us never played. We all belong. Belonging means having a voice, means being able to say what you think is right. Being listened to. Belonging means respecting each other, means being there for each other, on the pitch, off the pitch. Belonging means rolling our sleeves up and doing what needs to be done. We all belong, whether it's our first day or our 100th year. We all belong here, because this place belongs to us all. Our GAA, where we all belong.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
Someone move. It's not good, boys. Who wants it? Alan, will you just kick the ball out to the middle of the field? Get your head in the game. Come on. Keepers. Jesus Christ, Alan! Will you catch the ball? That's your square, your responsibility. You called for the ball. Come on and get your head in the game. James, lads, he's lost the hunger altogether, that fella. Christ.
Eugene, listen, look, we're all worried about him. He's not in a good place. He's not himself. He doesn't need you on the sideline shouting at him with abuse. Look, go and have a chat with him and see if he's all right, will you?
Yes, I never thought of that. Come on. Alan, come here.
It's important to remember that underneath the jersey, GAA players are just normal people too. 4 to 4 of us have mental health, and you don't have to be an expert to make a positive difference at your GAA club. Look after yourself and keep an eye out for others. Sometimes all you have to do is listen. Go to realtalks.ie/GAA to learn more.
Tá áitir le bhain lig. Bhaine tá beo a fannacht ná nach teach a riomh Péidir. Wenye a hín siar ríist is ríist eile hí an áit asmuid.
Well, lads, what's the crack?
Wenye nach stoppa riomh go dagan na pointe nach féidir mu a stoppa. Wenye nach niúltín riomh don obair atá déanamh.
You got it all free?
Wenye chur na rá gach ile tradiisiún agus gach ile scéile chu rá thuganna. Wenye bíomhan linn na léitheanta hagan go deo. Wai hain, wahí hain, uha hain, wain hain. Tá áit lech wain lig. Áit linne lig í. Cumann Lucas Gael, tá áit dúna lig an.
She'll forget it's her first day. She'll grit her teeth and try her heart out. She'll know that someday she'll master the lift. She'll never forget her first day. She is a camogie player, and she belongs where we all belong. GAA, where we all belong.
Good morning, John.
Morning, Tom. Your taxi waits.
The fact of coming back down here to meet up with the lads and everything and the contact they kept with me is an enormous boost.
There was a need there for us to look after our older members. My own father comes along and he was sick then before Christmas, so he didn't come here, and really I could see a difference in him. I felt that he missed his friends.
It's the Monday Club and everybody who wants to come along is invited. They're remaking connections that they had 20 years ago when they were all very active club members, and now all of a sudden they sit down and it's like they were never away from one another.
I think it's one of the better things that we've done on our healthy club journey because it means so much.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
A healthy club is where we all belong.
Irish GAA Healthy Club is a game changer.
In this place, at this time.
We belong not because of who we are or where we come from.
Being here means belonging.
Belonging means knowing you're part of a community.
A community that has a place for all.
Where potential is nurtured.
We're individuals.
Become teams.
Who honour the legacy of those who went before.
And strive to build a legacy of their own.
Some of us play.
Some of us used to play.
Some of us never played.
We all belong.
Belonging means having a voice.
Means being able to say what you think is right.
Being listened to.
Belonging means respecting each other.
On the pitch, off the pitch.
Belonging means rolling up your sleeves
and doing what needs to be done.
We all belong, whether it's our first day
or our 100th year.
We all belong because this place belongs to us all.
RGA, where we all belong.
RGA, where we all belong.
Cumann Luchla Scale, ta Arch Dunya a League on.
RGA,
where we all belong.
Our GAA, where we all belong. RGAA, where we all belong.
Everything we do in the club involves the community.
The men are out walking, having a cuppa, chatting. We have a wonderful morning here and it fits us out for the week and everybody just goes home so happy. Keep out, keep about.
The war started in Ukraine and that's where our Healthy Club really came to the fore and worked really hard at helping to integrate. Margot does the most beautiful artwork here all around our grounds.
These people believe on my talent and after that I believe on myself.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club. Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
In the heart of the Garden County, where the hills meet the sky, we gather in our colours with our heads held high. From Aughrim sacred ground to the fields where legends play, we carry dreams of glory in the Wicklow way. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall, with courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From hurling to football, we'll give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. Though the road has been rocky and the titles a few, we've tasted sweet victories and we've felt the blues. From Bray to Canoe, with every match we fight. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall, with courage and pride we stand as one.
Hello there, you're very welcome back to this Wicklow GAA TV stream of the Arklow Bay Hotel Junior C Football Championship final between Donard, the Glen and Rathnew. Donard leading here after the first half 2-3 to 5 points. Rathnew, a man down with John Keogh being sent off right at the end of the first half. And they've made a change here where number 20 is Emmett Ronan. He's coming on for number 14, Stephen Cruz. John Healy, if you're watching us back later on, my apologies for calling you Rory Dowling all throughout the first half. And to Nicky as well, Myrna. I got a nice slap to the back of the head to correct myself there now. Nicky Myrna. Just waiting now, teams are out. Rathnew are out a bit quicker for this half. Then Donard, ball is showing up and away we go for the second half. Scramble for possession, caught there well by Ross McMonigal. He passed it out to Charlie Cruz. Cruz looking at his options going forward. Alan Tully straight on him, gets a hand in there. Charlie Cruz evades that challenge. Cruz gets it over to Dara Lacey. Lacey breaks onto Bim Pace. Over now to Nicky Myrna. Kicks it in. Caught there, no, not by Jem Hunter. Shot there from Paul Ellis, blocked there brilliantly by Donard, but it breaks up here to Jem Hunter. He's held up, and away comes Donard here with Joe White. Joe White kicks it forward for Joe Manifold. Manifold, run there from Ronan Flag ahead of him, so was Dean Flynn trying to get there. Good tackle there by John Healy. And Rathnew are in possession. Nicky Myrna checks back inside, not going to take it off his left boot, gives it back to Charlie Cruz. Now to Darragh Lacey. Lacey on the 45. Charlie Cruz made a run ahead of him. Cruz now with the shot, well wide in the end. Wonder here though. No, just gone wide. For a moment there I thought the referee was about to stick up his hand for a free. But John Wass now to take the kick out. 2-3 to 5 points, Donard lead. They'll be kicking towards the Westgate end. Against the wind. 2-3 only in that first half. With the wind at their back. Just a minute and a half played in this half. James Walsh with the kick out. Goes towards the covered stand side. Underneath that, there's a Donard band, but Rathnew though in possession. Nicky Myrna. Nicky trying to get past Dylan White. Dylan White fouls. Free for Rathnew, just over the 45. Nicky puts it on the turf. Waiting for John Healy to come over and kick this one. Chance for a 2-pointer to get the deficit down to 2 points. John Healy steps back. And there for Donard standing on the edge of the D. John Healy puts his boot through it, chips through it. It's going to fall over the bar. That's a brilliantly taken free. It's Rathnew now, 7 points. Donard 2-3, 9 points to 7. First 2-pointer of the game. James Walsh with the kick out once more for Donard. See number 17 there, and gives Rory Dowling. He's hogged out. Ready to go. James Walsh with kick out now. Kicks it down the middle. Martin Coe-up in the front of this. Gets a hand to it but can't catch. Good tackle though on Clifford Grace. The ball spills loose. John Healy gets his body between ball and man and wins a free. Rathnew now being a man down. Slap in the face there for Nicky. From Dean Flynn. Be a free now again quickly for Rathnew. John Healy's the man in possession of the ball. Looking for his options there, and while Nicky Myrna is down, just to remind you, you can win a Ford Puma worth up to the value of 33,000 and lots of cash prizes in the Wicklow GA draw. You can purchase tickets on the official Wicklow GA website. Yellow card there for Dean Flynn. Free now from John Healy. Healy takes it quickly. Here's Nicky Myrna. Nicky Myrna outside of the boot, just getting away from Paul Ellis. Did well there to keep it in play, but can't gather possession. Donard do. Instead, here's Ronan Kelly. Kelly over to Dylan White. White evades the challenge. Affirms the challenge of Ross McMonigal. And he's still going forward, despite Charlie Cruz's effort. Dylan White looked to be hooked there. Almost hurling style there by Jem Hunter. Free to Donard, just on the 65, just over the 65. Arnie Mangan was the substitute that came on in the first half for Niall Curran after an injury. He took the free. Here's Ronan Flanagan. Gets past Aidan Ryan. On now for Aaron Gagan. Gagan going forward. Gagan with the shot. Gagan with the wide. Still remains Donard 2-3. Rathnew 7 points. Scott Doyle now will be taking the kick out.
Rathnew substitution. Number 17, Rory Dowling.
Rory Dowling now coming on for Rathnew. Paul Ellis. After he kept in play there a few moments ago, he went over. I think it's coming off for injury there. That seems a bit worse for wear. Physio there at the other end treating him. Scott Doyle with the kick out. Gonna go along. Looking for it, John Healy. Healy gets a hand to it, breaks into space, lovely for him. Charlie Cruz gets that pass despite Clifford Grace's tender intervention. And Donard do overturn the ball. They get it forward, looking for Ray Halloran. Jamie O'Connor does really well. First few moments, Ray Halloran looked like he was going to go to town, but Jamie O'Connor has really stepped up his game since. Here's Charlie Cruz. Cruz in now, looking for Darrell Lacey, goes past him. However, Ross McMonigal gathers, and now it's Nicky Myrna. Nicky Myrna shrugs off the challenge on Dylan White. Nicky Myrna still going forward. Long ball in, looking for Bruiser. Caught there by Bruiser. Ball drops to the ground. Gets it to Jem Hunter. Hunter under challenge. Bit of a slap. Free out for Donard. I can only imagine it was for steps. And he didn't get the ball straight back, and it's got to be moved up 50 metres or thereabouts. Harry Mangan with the ball in his hand, trotting up to position to take the free. 2 points still in it. On the halfway line, he's looking for Ray Halloran. Halloran gets out in front of Jamie O'Connor. Halloran kicks it forward, looking for Liam Money. He's headed Jamie O'Connor. And now it's on for Dean Healy. Boot there from number 10, Joe Manifold. And that's Donard's first score this half. Apologies, Dean Flynn. Dean Healy plays for St. Pat's. 2-4 to 7 points. 3 points to margin now for Donard. Scott Doyle now once again with the kick out. Just gone up 9 minutes, just gone now in this half. 3 points, so just a goal in it. Rathnew winded their back. Will surely have plenty of opportunity to shorten that gap. Kick out from Scott Doyle. Hand to it there from the Rathnew player. However, it's Joe Manifold who got his possession. He gets to Harry Mangan, seen as a throw, and it's a free out to Rathnew. On the ball, there is Emmett Ronan. He's going to take the free. Charlie Cruz is the obvious option, gives it to Charlie Cruz. Back now to Emmett Ronan. Aidan Ryan in possession. Aidan Ryan forward for Emmett Ronan once again, making a move onto the 45. Adam Tuddy getting back there just to shadow him. Harry Mangan working hard for Donard. But Nicky Myrna now with the ball. Brilliant step inside Dylan White. Surely think the referee has his hand up for an advantage to Rathnew. Emmett Ronan. On to Darrell Lacey. Lacey back to Nicky Myrna. He's looking for Bruiser. However, it's Kevin Osborne, the man to gather. Bruiser though is unhappy with that. And it's going to be a free out for Descent and a yellow card here for Stephen Byrne. Joe Manifold has the ball in the middle of the park. Freely to Donard up the pitch. But I think it's actually, apologies, Jem Hunter is getting the talking to here. For saying something. Harry Mangan has the ball in his hands. So down a man. Jem Hunter now on the yellow card for Rathnew. Harry Mangan just waiting. Looks like it's going. Dylan White was on his own there, but not anymore. Harry Mangan decides to lift it forward, looking for Liam Mullen. Mullen's in a bit of space. Ball's going to hop in front of him, but Liam Mullen gathers. Liam Mullen cuts inside. Liam Mullen just a little bit ahead of himself, but still has it. Liam Mullen goes for the shot, puts it wide. So it remains 2-4 to 7 points to Donard. Breeze mentioned a couple of times there, it goes up in strength, down in strength every now and again. Looking at the flags, doesn't seem to have much of an advantage here for Rathnew. Scott Doyle with the kick out. Gonna pump it down here, looking for Charlie Cruz. He didn't get there, and Tuddy got a touch to it. However, Rathnew are in possession. John Healy going forward. Adam Tuddy trying to catch him. John Healy though seems to be too quick. John Healy chips it in, looking for Bruiser. John Walsh comes out. Bruiser and Ronan Kelly battling for it. It's out for a 45. Smart kick there from Ronan Kelly just to get it out of danger. Stephen Byrne kicking it over to 45. Position here. John Healy going over to where it should be taken. Looking forward now, John Healy Plants the ball on the 45. Chance to cut the deficit down to 2 points again. You can see Emmett Ronan's looks like he's about to run a sprint there. Usain Bolt. John Healy though not going to go for it. Chips it in. It goes to Sprucer's hands. I think the sun just cut off his vision of that there. He couldn't catch it cleanly. It's gone out wide. Stephen Byrne Jem Hunter rather. Not too happy with himself in that moment. John Walsh with the kick out. Of course, being a man up, Aaron Moody wasn't in a bit of space there, but he decided just to move in on Stephen Byrne. John Walsh kicking it along the way down the field, looking for our man. Dylan White picks it up. Seems to be a good rod there by, I think it was Ross McMonigal. But in possession is Ronan Flanagan. Ronan Flanagan for Donard. Getting into a bit of space. A brilliant hand there from John Healy. Getting out there ahead of Dean Flynn. And away come Rathnew now on the attack. Dara Lacey, a long boot into the air for Rathnew to catch. Brilliant catch by Stephen Byrne. Bruiser now. White shirts all around him. Gets fouled. Free to Rathnew on the 13-metre line. And once again, a chance to reduce the deficit. Number 23 coming on here for Rathnew. I'll give it a moment for Niamh Myers to announce it over the intercom. But off comes Dara Lacey.
Rathnew substitution. Number 23, Cian Hunter.
Cian Hunter coming on.
Number 10, Dara Lacey.
Number 17 as well coming on here for Donard, Aina Waters. Looks like he's standing over the Rathnew dugout. He's coming on now. That ball was put over there by Stephen Byrne. Nicky Myrna.
Donard substitution. Number 17, Aina Waters, replacing number 10, Joe Manifold.
Joe Manifold relieved the duties for the day. In possession now is Donard. Alan Tuddy. Long ball forward, looking for Ray Halloran. Ray Halloran, Jamie O'Connor reads that so well to get out in front. And now it's Cian Hunter. Cian Hunter into Nicky Myrna. Nicky Myrna bringing it into the Donard half of the field. Looking at his options forward. Goes in for Jem Hunter. Jem, in possession. Drops the ball. He's on the advantage though. Gets it ahead there of Kevin Osborne. He gets it back to Nicky Myrna. Nicky Myrna looking for Charlie Cruz in space here. That space has been closed down fairly quickly by Clifford Grace. Charlie Cruz taking on Clifford Grace. Foul low. Referee's blowing the whistle. No advantage taken. Free to Rathnew just inside the arc. Dean Flynn is being replaced rather than Joe Manifold for Donard. And John Healy standing over this. Free. Just behind there, Nicky Myrna. And a few stretches in there. Tying up his laces. Got 44 minutes just gone in this half, or this game. 14 minutes gone, we're almost halfway through this half. John Healy clips a 4 for Nicky Myrna. Seemed a bit close. Nicky Myrna takes this shot, and that's gone wide. Remains a 2-point game. Donard 2-4, Rathnew 8 points. John Walsh now with the kick out once more. Not often to bring a hat with them, I suppose. The sun isn't shining too much down at that end. And a little bit darker down there. Puts it on the tee. He's going to go along with this one. John Walsh. Charlie Cruz only that for Rathnew. He gets a hand to it, but not enough to get possession for Rathnew. And Clifford Grace gets a forward for Liam Mullen. Ahead of Sean Jameson. Mullen there. Clipped there by Sean Jameson. Free into Donard. Almost on, well, on the left side here at the open stand. Mullen's planting it on the turf.
We ask that no patron enters the field after 5 minutes of the flow.
Mullen now lining this up. Not really. He's going to put his boot through this one. It looks like he is. It's curling. It's just not enough legs in it to go towards goal. And Rathnew win possession. Here's Jamie O'Connor. He boots it out for a sideline. Just clearing his line, taking the safe option. Line ball to Donard. Liam Mullen happy enough to go back and take this. Lovely help from a fan there to get the ball back. Liam Mullen just looking at his options. Goes short to Ray Halloran. Halloran back to Liam Mullen. Liam Mullen just scuffs his shot. It's gone well wide of the target. Nowhere near it, just hits the gate there behind the goal at the west end. Scott Doyle now with the kick out. Let's put it on the tee. Ross McMonigal putting his hand up for it here at the covered stand. It's not going to reach him. Keane Hunter gets a, or rather that's Eamon Ronan gets a hand to it. Donard in possession. Dylan White. Looking at his options forward there. Number 17, Aina Waters has made a move inside. John Healy though tracking him. Dylan White though finds Liam Mullen a bit of space behind Jameson. Liam Mullen goes for the shot. Escaped by Scott Doyle. It's got to break out here to Ray Halloran. Slips. Jamie O'Connor on like a rash. Ray Halloran's shot just off balance while taking that. Marin Co-op shifts. A heavy challenge there from Harry Mangan, comes off the better. And here's Nicky Myrna. Nicky Myrna looking for Charlie Cruz in a bit of space. Keane Hunter there is looking to make a break going forward ahead of him. Charlie Cruz though in possession. Alan Tuddy just screening him. Nicky Myrna makes a move into space. Now he brings it on to the 45. Looks out wide. Finds his man. Here's Jem Hunter. Hunter shoots. Hunter scores. Donard 2-4. Rathnew 9 points. Point in it now. All to play for here in Echelon Park in the Arklow Bay Hotel Junior C Football Championship Final. 17.5 minutes gone in this half. John Walsh with a kick out for Donard. Couple of, I think that's Aaron Gagan moved into space here, but he's being tracked by Emmett Ronan. So again, well inside the arc. Couple of players there, but sure, no need to cause an issue there when he's not going to go near them. Aaron Gagan in possession. Looking to get past Emmett Ronan. Shifts the challenge. Aaron Gagan looks for Liam Mullen. Jameson tries to get a boot there. Both of them miss it. Mullen now is after it. Also running after is Martin Co-op. Liam Mullen, soccer style, hits it on the ground. Shoulder there from John Healy. Off balance, kicks it out for a 45 to Donard. What a turn of pace there from Liam Mullen. Just kick it on past Martin Co-op. John Healy did very well though to get back and kick the ball out. Well, not exactly what he wanted, but safe option. Mullen might have had a clear run at goal there. He's standing over the 45. Mullen. Aaron Gagan is standing in space now. He's been spotted out by Nicky Myrna. Mullen lining up his options here. Sun glaring into his eyes. Mullen hits it, doesn't have the legs to go towards goal. Rathnew get a hand to it. Sean Jameson is in possession. He's trying to break away, but he's under severe pressure. Good press there from Donard. However, now Rathnew have broken that press. Goes Aidan Ryan. Ross McMonigal. Emmett Ronan making a run ahead of him, but he opposite look for Keane Hunter up the pitch, being well checked by Clifford Grace. Keane Hunter slips and Liam Mullen's in possession, gives it over to Aaron Gagan. Gagan can't control the first time. Nicky Myrna's on him. But it's a free in here. I think it was for a challenge of Keane Hunter on Liam Mullen. They're going to take it from where the ball lands. Or rather on the arc. Or no. From where the shot was, where it was first kicked. It looks like Liam Mullen just wants to take it from outside the arc. Chance for a 2-pointer. Push the lead back out by 3 points. It's Ray Halloran who's going to take this. Ray Halloran. Going through the motions now of his setup. Not planted on the turf, going to take it out of his hands. Ray Halloran hits it, and it's gone wide there. Jamie O'Connor doing the smart thing, just cushioning it out, just watching it all the way out. Scott Doyle now with the kick out. Rathnew lead is only 1 point. A minimum score. Got under 10 minutes to go. Of course, it'll be a bit of injury time, but I suppose there hasn't been any major breaks this half. Going long. Caught there by Ross McMonigal. Ross McMonigal going forward. But kicks it, a lovely boot. Looking for Stephen Byrne. Can't get there. Ronan Kelly collects it ahead of Rory Dowling. Joe Manifold got it on now. It's Aaron Gagan. Aaron Gagan going forward. Kicks a boot back. Alan Tuddy collects the pieces. Shifts the challenge from Martin Co-op. Now Aaron Gagan's in a little bit of space here, but Martin Co-op closing that space down quickly. Just recycle it back into Joe Manifold. Manifold kicks it across into the hands of Joe White. Joe White under pressure from John Healy. Surely that's a free. No, touched it on the ground. Free out to Rathnew. And Charlie Cruz gets on with it quickly. Bit of urgency here from Rathnew. Nicky Myrna. Nicky Myrna just checking back inside. Gives it over to Charlie Cruz. Charlie Cruz back to John Healy. Healy with a long ball forward. Dylan White though gets to it first. Free out for a trip. Rathnew players protesting saying he touched it on the ground, but Dylan White gets on with it. Dylan White held up there by Charlie Cruz, but he got it back to Ronan Flanagan, and Flanagan finds his man. Flanagan on the ball again. Kicking it forward, looking for Ray Halloran, who's out ahead of Jamie O'Connor. Seems to it's going to roll out for a line ball. It's not. Kept in play there by Aina Waters. Aina Waters now going forward. Ray Halloran is in a bit of space ahead of him. Jamie O'Connor doing very well though to impede his run out. And Martin Co-op steals it off him. And now he breaks into the Donard half. Martin Co-op going down the open stand side. Looking for Cian Hunter. His pass though goes astray. It's picked up by Stephen Byrne. To no one in particular, as Aaron Moody now was in possession. Charlie Cruz pressing him. On to Aaron Gagan. Gagan getting it forward. Onto the run of Joe Manifold. Manifold going forward here, outside the arc. Doles take the shot, puts it wide. Still remains 2-4 to 9 points here to Donard. Got 7 minutes left till the 60-minute mark. Scott Doyle with the kick out.
We ask that no one enters the field after the final whistle has blown. The presentation will take place in the stand.
Scott Doyle, as he's looking at his options, sun is shining down on the faces of the players facing the ball. Referee's even got his hand over his face to shield his eyes. Going on looking for Charlie Cruz, misses him. Caught there by Joe White. Good pressure from Nicky Myrna to overturn the ball, and he wins the free there for the trip from Joe White. And Rathnew now with a chance to break. Liam Mullins looking to give the ball back to Nicky Myrna. However, having done there, not happy. Saying with that give back, not a proper give back to Rathnew. And John Healy now with the free. He's going to take it just on the edge of the arc, is he? No, just inside the arc. Oh, he missed it. Now he's found the right spot for John Healy. Chance to put Rathnew ahead. 2-4 to 9 points currently. Puts it on the turf. Healy puts his boot through, just chips it over. It looks like it's just going wide. Cian Hunter does well there to keep it in play. No, he doesn't. It's gone out wide. Kick out now for Donard. James Ross, my God. Apologies, I think I might have been calling him John for a while there. James just putting the tee in the spot. No movement on either benches yet. No players seem to be pulling up at the moment. James Walsh goes long. Looking for Ross McMonigal. He doesn't get there. Donard, or rather, Ross McMonigal trying to intercept. Donard, they're going forward. Here's Aina Waters. On an advantage here now. Or no, not. After Ronan Kelly ended up on the ground. But Ronan Kelly's back in possession. He's a man out free out wide. He opts to look for Ronan Flanagan, who does well there to shield off Nicky Myrna. Joe Manifold collects. Lee Mullen pushing it back there from Jameson. On the advantage now, Lee Mullen trying to break through the challenge of Ross McMonigal. However, no advantage played. Free to Donard. I think Ronan Kelly there is down again, needing attention. Feeling the effects. He's had a good game today. Brilliant goal he got in the first half. 2-4 to 9 points currently. Liam Mullen placing the ball on the turf. Hasn't exactly had the legs today with these kicks against the wind. I suppose it's not too strong at the moment. Ronan Kelly's back up. Liam Mullen stealing the yard there. Hands it down and looking forward. Chance of a 2-pointer. Put them up by 3. Liam Mullen puts his boot through it and it just goes wide. Still remains a 1-point game. 2-4 to 9 points. Scott Doyle now is getting on with this kick out quickly. A couple of Rathnew players are taking the time getting out. That's Martin Co-op, Jim O'Connor and Sean Jameson just trotting outside the arc. Scott Doyle now with the kick out. He's going to go down towards the open end stand. John Healy underneath it. Alan Tuddy though got his body there. Jamie O'Connor high challenge on Tuddy. Gets in on him. And it's going back for the free here for Donard. The free here wants to have a word with Jamie O'Connor, I think. Just eager to get back on Ray Halloran. He's telling Harry, I think it's going to be Harry Mangan here to take this. He won't have a few drops short from similar positions. Harry Mangan with the ball in the hand. Jamie O'Connor having a lecture here. Receives the yellow card for that challenge. Ronan Kelly is making a run there. However, Rory Dowling is tracking him. Harry Mangan gets it back to Ronan Flanagan. Flanagan on the 65. Gets it inside. Quick give and go there for Alan Tuddy. Back to Ronan Flanagan. The ball is going to come over here in midfield. Aaron Moody. However, not three men back there for Rathnew, or 3-man forward for Rathnew. So it's going to be a free for Donard here on the 21. A chance for them to go 2 points up. Or rather, just inside the D. Oh no, they're bringing it up here to the 21. Liam Mullen in possession. With the ball, puts it on the turf. Putting them up by 2 points at this point. It's a good lead, but it's still a dangerous lead. Liam Mullen puts it over the bar. We've got just a minute and a half left to go. Rathnew are going to need to find something here. Might have time for 2 points. Or 2-pointer or a goal. Scott Doyle now with kick out. We go along, standing down the cover stand end. Look for Charlie Cruz. Cruz catches, takes his mark, looks in forward, keeps going forward, has to take it from the spot. Cruz works it out to Aidan Ryan. Aidan Ryan putting the head down and running forward. Aidan Ryan gets it over to Emmett Ronan. Emmett Ronan, quick ball there to Jem Hunter. Aidan Ryan's made a move onto the 21. Aidan Ryan going forward. Ball just slips the vital moment and Donard overturned the ball. And they're going to break out here. Brilliant interception now by Nicky Myrna. Goes for the shot. Puts it wide. 2-5 to 9 points it remains. It's coming up to that 60-minute mark. 25 seconds left. And then we'll hear what the injury time is. Don't think there'll be too much. Bar really subs coming in. There hasn't been too much stoppages. I'm sure even on that, there wasn't too much of a stoppage for the subs. James Walsh now with the kick out. 2 minutes to be added on, so there is time here for Rathnew to get an equaliser. James Walsh goes long. Underneath there is Alan Tutty. Caught there well by John Healy. And it's Emmett Ronan there who has it. Free in there now for the foul on John Healy. Healy gets out of it quickly. Nicky Myrna running into space. Gets it inside the arc. Nicky Myrna kicks in. Long dropping ball in. James Walsh gets a hand to it. Cian Hunter with a chance for a goal for Rathnew! Rathnew on 2-5. Cian Hunter with the goal. Just smart, instinctive forward play. Keep your legs moving. Get a break. That run into the box. Keep yourself moving. If it doesn't work 100 times, do it the 101st. James Walsh now with a kick out. Donard now needing to chase this. Look for an equaliser. In possession of the ball is Éanna Waters. He's moving forward. Gets it on now to Joel Manifold. Manifold back inside to Alan Tuddy. Tuddy going forward. John Healy can't get there. Here is Éanna Waters. Waters running at goal. Gives it over to Dylan White. Dylan White puts it over the bar. Level game here. 2-6 to 1-9. In injury time in Echelon Park. We've still got 40 seconds left to go in this injury time. Chance for either team to go and win it. Scott Walsh now with the kick out. Possession here absolutely vital for both sides. Scott Walsh goes long. Again looking for Charlie Cruz. Cruz gets a hand to it. No, he doesn't. He does get the break. He's going forward. Gets it back in now to Martin Co-op. Co-op over to Nicky Myrna. Nicky Myrna jinks around the tackler Joe White. He's on the advantage now. Looks for going forward. He's on the advantage. They'll bring it back for the free. I think a sub. No, that's Stephen Byrne there. Made the move in. Charlie Cruz. He's telling John Healy to get moving. He's going to take the free. And he kicks it over to John Healy. Cruz now making a run forward. Joe Manifold doing the smart thing and just tracking his run. Healy coming forward now. Cruz is in a bit of space. John Healy, shot. Stephen Byrne trying to get there. Aaron Moody is as well. And that's it. Full time here. We're going to extra time. Going to a replay. We'll get confirmation of that here in a moment.
We ask that no one enters the play.
Waiting for some sort of announcement here to see if we're going to extra time or a replay. It was a funny story in regards to Tipperary and Cork match back in the 50s, where the referee brought in both captains asking them if they want a replay or extra time. The Cork captain said replay, so the Tip man said we're going for extra time. And Tip went on to win that Munster final. We'll see here now as a discussion going on. No one seems to be too sure of what's happening.
It was a replay. Yeah,
it looked like it's going for a replay here in the Arklow Bay Hotel Junior C Football Championship final. Of course, next week we'll have the Junior A final, the Intermediate final and Senior Football finals. So I'm sure we'll be seeing it next week. Thank you very much today for tuning in to this match. Donard 2-6, Rathnew 1-9. I've been Daniel Kennedy. Have a lovely evening.